Weapons is the Josh Brolin and Julia Garner mega blockbuster horror movie where they show the world the best way to solve the problem of disappearing children is to say Thanos.
I am inevitable.
And Shalla-Bal.
Galactus.
And I'm pretty sure they could get the job done. We will dive into the movie review of Weapons, where a bunch of children disappear in the middle of the night that have the community shaking in fear.
Into the dark, and they never came back.
Directed by Zachcregger, the movie starts off as a kid narrating a story about what happened at Maybrook Elementary.
This is a true story that happened in my town.
The narrator states that Shalla-Bal is the teacher of the school and she noticed a kid named Alice is the only one in class. One night around 2:17 a.m., all the kids wake up at night, open the door, and just randomly disappear without a trace.
Every kid woke up, got out of bed, walked downstairs, and into the dark. They never came back.
No one knows why, when, where, who, or how this is happening. Every parent is worried and upset, and a police officer doing a search party investigation of the whereabouts of these kids. Alex and Shalla-Bal are being interrogated by officers and they don't even know what's happening.
I don't understand at all. Why just her classroom? Why only hers?
As a result, the school has been shut down but later reopened. We will dive into each character story which will intertwine into one.
I love those kids.
Let's start with Shalla-Bal's story. At the town meeting, Thanos is highly upset that he wants to get his Infinity Gauntlet.
I want to know what happened in that classroom. Why just her classroom? Why only her?
He called out Shalla-Bal, wanting to know what happened in her classroom. She gets on the stage trying to sympathize, but no one believes her to even threaten to do something to her, which I understand that sentiment.
Sorry, I am.
She should be locked up until she tells us what happened.
As a result, she was escorted out of the building where she went to the liquor store. The community has been harassing her. She gets phone calls threatening her to watch her back.
To watch your back.
Playing with her door by ringing and knocking on her door pretty hard. And someone vandalized her car, calling her a witch.
She's a witch.
The next day, the principal wants her to take a leave of absence and do not be a creep following Alice around.
We have a lot of emotional parents here. I think it's best if you keep some distance from this place.
I understand she cares for the kids, but she cares a bit too much for kids, which is highly suspicious. Later, she meets Officer Doofus and cuts him out because everyone is giving her a hard time, which leads to get a bit cozy. The next day, after she dropped the officer off to work, she's being a creep, following Alex around and then double down by going to his house, knocking on his door, and then trespassing on his property.
Skating to the investigators.
Officer Doofus finds out about it and tells her you're being a creep by going to Alice's house and warn her not to go there again and don't interfere with the investigation. Seconds later, Officer Doofus' wife shows up, approaches her at the store about trying to steal her man. At night, Shalla-Bal had a dream that she was in the classroom and she see Alice waking up with a creepy smile on her face. Which leads to her stalking Alice again the next day. Alice told her behind to stop following her, but she did not listen and decided to do a stakeout outside his home where another creepy person runs out the house, gets to her car, and gave her a haircut while she was knocked out asleep.
We're talking about 17 kids in one classroom.
Thanos Story. At the meeting, Thanos was leading the charge, wanting to know the answers for the kid disappeared in the middle of the night.
I don't understand at all. Why just her classroom? Why only hers?
Thanos is the boss of a construction company who's doing research at home to find some dirt on Shalla-Bal. He goes to check on his co-workers where they tell him about a weird order such as a red door which is most likely the wrong order. He goes to the police station demanding more answers and saying the cops are too slow and not doing his job. So Detective Thanos decided to do his own investigation.
Show me. Where did you go?
There's something.
And became a creep himself by following Shalla-Bal after the meeting earlier. At night, Thanos noticed it's 2:17 in the morning and hear his son Matthew ran out the house in the middle of the night just like the other kids.
This is a true story that happened right here in my town in a lot of really weird ways in the story.
Thanos chases after him and sees a weird cloud at night shaped like a M16 machine gun with a time of 2:17 in the morning. He goes inside the house looking for Matthew, which he never turned any of the lights on in the house. He sees his son lying on the bed, asking him where did he go.
Matthew, where are you?
He says nothing, which results in Thanos waking up from his nightmare, scaring him to death. Detective Thanos decided to do more investigation about the kids disappeared by harassing one of the neighbors for a video footage. But give Thanos credit though, because he may have found something that could help solve this case.
The kids walked out of those homes. No one pulled them out.
The next day, Thanos runs into Shalla-Bal at the gas station, arguing with her with a possessed Marcus, who is the principal, trying to kill both of them, and they leave us in a cliffhanger.
Leave the investigating to the investigators.
Officer Doofus is a police officer where he was on his regular route. He sees a guy doing something he had no business doing, so he decides to chase the suspect by car and on foot. He catches the guy but assaults him while in handcuffs because he got stuck by something when he was digging in his pocket, but realized he had to let him go because Officer Doofus screwed up. His boss found out and tell him, you better keep your nose clean. If the suspect decides to file a report, then Officer Doofus is in a world of trouble.
We are in serious trouble.
He gets home when his woman gets home early and notices he did something stupid and she cusses him out. He later go back to work and see the same suspect and decide to chase him down in another cliffhanger. James is a homeless guy who goes around looking for things to sell and basically trying to survive. He tries to sell his iPads at the pawn shop for money, but gets in trouble by Officer Doofus for appearing to break into someone's house. Later on, James actually breaks to another house where Alice lives and sees two people zombified minding their own business. Like an idiot, he goes and stealing utensils, which he sees a basement door. Down the basement, he sees a bunch of kids in the dark, and it scared him so bad that he ran out the house and pawned the utensils for cash. James sees the reward for the missing kids and called a police station trying to obtain the reward, but was being chased by Officer Doofus, which leads to the middle of the woods. James tells Officer Doofus about the kids, which lead him to Alice's house. Once the officer went to the house, he was in the house for a long time, which resulted in the possessed Officer Doofus drag James into the house, and another cliffhanger.
We have a lot of emotional parents here. I think it's best if you keep some distance from this place.
Principal Andrews is the principal of Maybrook Elementary, and he tried to keep the peace with the community attacking Shalla-Bal in the meeting.
Sorry, I am
She should be locked up until she tells us what happened.
He also wanted her to take a leave of absence until things died down.
We have a lot of emotional parents here. I think it's best if you keep some distance from this place.
Andrew trying to find out what's going on with Alice when a voodoo lady named Gladys shows up to do some weird stuff. Gladys even showed up to Andrew's home, put him in a spell, where she killed his roommate and then run it all over the city looking for Thanos and Shalla-Bal, and then chooses Shalla-Bal as his target until his demise of being crushed by oncoming traffic. Thanos and Shalla-Bal realize the connection of the kids disappeared is in Alice's house. Alice is a young kid who was the only person in the classroom at the time. He having his aunt come up to his house, which his father not exactly approve of this situation. Her name is Gladys, and she is some voodoo type magic woman. She possesses Alice's mom and dad and having Alice do her errands. As time passes on, Gladys is sick and she wants Alice to collect kids' items to start her ritual. Her ritual is like witchcraft, which have the kids wake up at 2:17 in the morning and come to her house.
Are you watching?
In the meantime, Gladys do not want Alice to say anything to anyone to give up any suspicions. Even Shalla-Bal noticed Alice is a bit too quiet in the classroom. Everything starts to make sense because Gladys wants to control everything so she can escape to another place. Meanwhile, Thanos and Shalla-Bal notice Officer Doofus doing some weird stuff when they lead them to go inside the house. All of a sudden, they are being attacked and they are trying to defend themselves. Thanos is being attacked by James and Shalla-Bal is being attacked by Officer Doofus. Both of them are possessed. Thanos finds the kids in the basement and then decides to look for his son, which Gladys possesses him for a while until Alice does some voodoo magic stuff on his own to reverse the spell on Gladys.
Seen anything like that?
The kids chase Gladys down like a pack of wolves all over the place and rip her to shreds. As a result, the spell has been broken. Thanos gets his son back. Alice finds his parents, and every parent get their kids back, and the movie ends. This movie's basic have it all: the horror, the suspense, and excellent storytelling. You can understand the community wanting to find out what's going on, but no one knows anything about Gladys except Alice. If Alice continues to not say anything, no one will ever know what's going on. The zombie trend, where they are relentless at that the only way to take them down is a bullet to the head. The frustration of Thanos wanting to find a solution to the problem. The big heart of Shalla-Bal, where she really cares about the kids, and the cruel and menacing of Gladys, where she did not mess around until she get what she wanted. The acting was well done, the pacing of the movie was good, and the atmosphere is intense, and it keep you curious throughout the movie. Fantastic, suspenseful, and right mix of horror. I give this movie 8.5 stars. If you want to watch more upcoming reviews, press the like, share, and subscribe button. I will see you in the next movie review.
Are you watching?